Listen to me. They're on the way. You gonna help us or not? They're only coming because of your damn vault. If they get through us, we'll be straight into your precious vault. Fine. We'll drive them off ourselves. We've held off attacks before, and we'll do it again. That goddamn son of a bitch Marshall. Him and his damn vault have attracted a gang of raiders who are gonna hit the town. To top it all off, they won't send us a single security officer to help. I need to drum up as many able-bodied residents as possible to drive them off. Can I count on your help? All right! We're gonna show those raiders they can't push our town around. Huh. You're just like those cushy vault freaks. If you change your mind, come and find me. But hurry! The raiders will be here any minute. I feel the same way. Does that mean you're with us? The Minutemen! The Minutemen have never been there for us. We don't need them. We can look after ourselves. I don't care about the goddamn Minutemen. We can look after ourselves. Now, are you with us or not? All right, folks. Let's show these raiders they can't mess with Fourville and expect to come out on top. We taught those bastards a lesson they won't soon forget. Good work. They almost caught us with our pants down this time. That won't happen again. Huh. Fine. We can manage without you. Have you changed your mind? The raiders could be here any minute. Not these ones. That's for sure. But you never know when more are gonna come. I'm glad you're on our side. None of my guys are afraid of raiders. It's not a good idea to be casting aspersions like that. No offense. I think we've proven we can handle ourselves just fine. Anyway, thanks again for your help. You're a damn sight better than those jumpsuit-wearing weirdos. Anyway, thanks again for your help. You may be wearing a jumpsuit, but you're one of us at heart. I don't trust these vault types. They've had life a little too easy, if you ask me. I knew there was something off about that place. No one's that nice. Sorry, I don't have time to chat. I've got a town to look after. Thanks for setting me straight before. I needed to hear that. Anything else you need? Thanks for setting me straight. I think a fresh start will do me some good. Minuteman Roscoe. I like the sound of that. Hopefully I can do some good here. Make up for what I've done. You need something? All right, that's close enough. Who the hell are you? What are you doing here? I know it might look like it, but this isn't some junk town you can strip for parts. We got rules around here. There are places where you can do some trading, but we don't tolerate any trouble. Oh, no, you don't! No one gets in here without going through security. Well, you come to the right place. We got all kinds of stores here. Name's Roscoe. That's Chief Roscoe, by the way. Now it's your turn. What are you doing here? All right, that's close enough. Who the hell are you? What are you doing here? I hope you're keeping out of trouble. You were? Well, then I'm sure you'll appreciate why I was reluctant to talk about it. It's not as glamorous as the posters make it out to be. This was a long time ago, when I lived out west. It was all very boring, really. Just filing work. But it was disciplined. You better believe it. I never said anything about being in any army, all right? Now get out of here! You gotta piss me off now. You were. And I'm sure you appreciate that sometimes the reality of service aren't as glorious as they look in the posters. I'm sure you're very proud. I'm one of few myself. Left them behind in Nevada. You got that right. Seems no matter what you do, innocent people get hurt. That's the same thing I used to tell myself. Eventually, got to be too much. For the army, I only had a very minor, behind-the-scenes role. I was a filing clerk, that's all. What about you? I told you I was a filing clerk. Pretty far behind the scenes of most of the conflict. What about you? Believe it or not, they made me a sergeant. Just for pushing paper forms around. Shitty work, but I was pretty good at it. I left all my army days behind. I'd appreciate if you didn't mention our little chat to anyone. Veteran to veteran. You're a smart one, aren't you? Yeah, all right. I was in the army. Now, I'd appreciate it if we'd leave it there. I don't like to talk about it. You're a smart one, aren't you? Yeah. The army was a hard time for me. It was for everyone. but I don't like to talk about it. Just drop all this army talk, all right? I don't want to talk about it. I know that look. It's about my army service, isn't it? I always loved the water. I think some of my best memories in Nevada were looking out on Lake Mead. I appreciate the sympathy, but I don't deserve it. They weren't raiders. At least not all of them. I don't know how many there were. 50? 100? I don't remember. There's too many to count. Yeah, I did. I had my reasons. I'm sorry, but you have to know I had my reasons. Come with me. I think we need to have a talk. I'll explain everything. Follow me. I'll tell you everything you want to know. It's a shame the water here is so dirty. Back in Nevada, it's completely clean, and still, there's nothing more beautiful than watching the sunset from Hoover Dam. I lied to you about my army service because when I was discharged, I just wanted to leave it all behind. I walked out on everything. My home, my family, all the ideals of the Republic. And I just wanted to get as far away from it as possible. That's why I came to the other side of the country. I need to put as much physical distance between myself and what happened. I suppose deep down I wanted someone to find out. That's why I kept my things. I need to take responsibility. I haven't thought about it in almost 10 years now. Perhaps you're right. Perhaps it's better I just keep this all to myself. I can't change anything now. Just listen and I'll tell you. The water relaxes me. Reminds me of better times. No! I can't hide it any longer. I have to tell the truth. I was in the Army back in California. It was the new California Republic, where I grew up. I was stationed in Nevada, guarding a place called Hoover Dam. The place was a mess when we got there. Raider tribes and junkies whipping each other apart. And the big players were all vying for the dam. One of the tribes, the Great Khans, it was a lot of trouble back in that day. We tracked a group of them to a place called Bitter Springs. We were expecting it to be full of armed raiders, and our orders were to shoot until we ran out of ammo. That's what we did. God only knows how many we killed before we realized they were women, children, and the sick and the elderly. We didn't know whether to stop or carry on. The major just stood there. She just watched as we killed them. She froze up, they said afterwards. So, you agree then? I'd lie awake at night thinking the exact same thing. In the end, someone else intervened and stopped it all. That's what some of the others said. These people weren't civilians. They had killed us if we'd have gotten close. But I don't know about that. You know what the worst part was? They promoted me for it. Exceptional bravery, they said. Shame on them. As soon as I could, I left the Army and went as far away from California as I could get. Now here we are. It's all caught up with me. I realize now that there's no sense in hiding from it. I need to take responsibility for what I did. I need to be punished. I want you to kill me. I'm afraid I am. I thought about this for a long time. Now you're here. Now you've heard my story. I think it's the right time. I want you to kill me. Thank you. You're doing the right thing. It's what I deserve. Please, just do it. I've made up my mind. Someone has to pay for what happened. Someone has to be punished. There's nothing. I've been thinking about this for a long time. The only thing that stopped me from killing myself is because there'd be no one to remember what happened. Now, you know my story. It's up to you to remember it. I already told you. I've made up my mind. Leave the Commonwealth. Maybe you're right. The dying won't accomplish anything. Maybe I'll find somewhere I can settle down and actually do some good. Thanks for your advice. What did you just say to me? No one has ever spoken to me like that before. You know what? You're right. I'm acting like what happened to me is so much worse than what's happened to anyone else. But it's not. I just gotta build a bridge and get over it, as they said in the Army. You're right. Thanks for the advice. You really think the Minutemen could use me? Where do you want me to go? I think I hear what you're saying. If I want to make it right, then I need to help people. Thanks for your advice. I think I know exactly who I need to help. If I want to bring about healing, I'll see you on the caravan trail. And keep running. What would that achieve? I'd just end up in the same situation again in another place. No, I have to die. I'm sorry. I just can't get over it. Have you ever killed a child? Or seen its mother scream in agony over its corpse before a sniper's bullet kills her too? I have to die. It's the only way to get the images out of my head. The only way to make it right. I think you got the wrong idea about this place, bub. We're not vault dwellers. Vault 4 has never opened. I don't know where you're from, bub. But around here, we're careful about who we let into town. You never know who's here to cause trouble. All right, you can come in. Just make sure you're on your best behavior. Anyway, I'm not really supposed to turn people away unless it's obvious they're trouble. Man, you seem all right to me. Yeah, what is it? You have a crime to report? Yeah, let me get one thing straight right now. I will not have anyone insult this town. It's the product of generations of work. It's a testament to our ingenuity. I got half a mind to turn you away after all the things you said to me. Although, while you're rude, you don't seem like you're actually dangerous. So, welcome to Fourville. And before you say anything about the name, don't bother. I didn't come up with it. The mayor likes to meet all new visitors, so the town hall should be your first stop. If you have a crime to report, come find me. If you commit a crime, next person you'll be talking to is my rifle. I hope we're clear. What are you waiting for? Kill me already! What's your problem? Why don't you just kill me? I'll head there right away. Thank you for giving me this chance. Go bother Longbottom in the museum if you want to know anything about that. If you got a security matter, ask away. Otherwise, leave me be. Then why are you wasting my time? If you want to chit-chat, go talk to Sanders. All she does is sit on her ass at that desk all day. Now you're asking questions I like to answer. Fourville security is in tip-top shape. When I got here, it was in shambles. But a bit of military discipline whipped him right into shape. Then why are you wasting my time? I got a lot of fires to put out. You better have a crime to report. Do you have a crime to report? If you're talking to me, you must have a crime to report. What is it? No! After what happened, I have to die. It's the only way. What a load of bullshit. Bringing healing to others. No. I need to die. It's the only way to make it right. Come on, do it! Shoot me dead! If you see a crime, report it. Fourville security is here for you. I'm kind of busy at the moment.